Hey guys, so I said on TikTok that I would do a Q&A on here, and finally got around to doing it because I finally got enough questions. So we will start. Just a quick disclaimer: if I say anyone's name wrong, then I am very sorry. I will try and pronounce them correctly. So the first question is from Jane, and she says, "How did you and your fiance meet?" So me and my boyfriend Courtney, you guys know him on TikTok. He's done a few videos with me. We met on an online dating website. Now, the dating website, I can't remember what it was called. It was specifically for neurodivergent people. Both me and Courtney have got disabilities. So, we met via that. I don't suggest the website. It was very... And this might be with all websites, but it was charging like £40 just to read a message. And also there was a age that you could have. I was only 16 when I originally made the account, even though I was 18 when I met Court. But there's the youngest age bracket you could have was 18 to 25. Now I was getting messages from men in their 70s, 60s, much older than me. And it just was a bit creepy. Okay, next question is from Until the Fat Lady Sings. That's brilliant. When are you and your fiance going to start planning your wedding? Where would you want to do your honeymoon? So, me and Court haven't really thought about wedding planning and stuff like that. It's not something we're really in a rush for necessarily. And honeymoon, again, not something I've ever thought of. I'm not one of these people who was the dream wedding. I was when I was little, but not so much anymore. Okay, Melts by Emily B asks, what would you say to your younger self now? Just don't care what other people think. And that's probably a cliche answer. Everyone probably says that. But I was so caught up on worrying what other people thought of me. Still do now sometimes. I am only 22. But when I was a teenager and stuff like that, I think everyone always worries about what other people think of them when they're a kid. And I've just gotten to the point now that I just don't care what people think of me. Okay, Freya asks, if you could travel anywhere, where would it be? I'd like to go to New York, Japan. I have specific times of the year I'd like to go to these places. So New York would be Christmas time. And then Japan would be during the, is it the cherry blossom season? By the way, if I don't look at the camera, guys, if you guys have seen my TikToks, you'll know it. Because I've got autism, I can't make eye contact. That's why I don't look at the camera. Right, Kay asks, and that is just the username, the letter K. What is your top favourite things at the moment? Ooh. Well, My Little Pony has been a favourite since I was 17. So nearly 6 years. I really like Spider-Man at the minute. I'm working my way through the MCU films, but I do really love Spider-Man. What else? Started a new cartoon called Summer Camp Island, which is an animated series about these animals who go to a summer camp that's enchanted. So there's unicorns and monsters and witches, and it's a really funny, really cute cartoon. Right, forgive me if I try to pronounce this wrong. B-P345. What made you start your TikTok account? I think I was just bored during lockdown, to be honest. I had my TikTok account a while before I started making videos on it. I was just doing it to watch videos to begin with. And then I got bored, and I never thought I'd get to 35,000. Never thought I'd make it to 100 followers. Okay, so Makes Songs. Brilliant. Do you have a song that you hear it... Sorry, do you have a song that when you hear it takes you back to a specific moment? I don't think I do. There's a lot of songs that I like, but I've not really got one that registers a certain time in my life. That's the most boring answer I've ever given you, but so I just don't have one. Niall Horan's my favourite singer, and his song Flicker is obviously a really emotional song, but I don't have one that really resonates. Maybe I should try and find one. Anyway, Molly B asks, do you struggle with the doctors and dentist visits? If yes, any advice and tips? Doctor, not something. I can't talk to people authority member, so my mum does all the talking. Doctors I'm not so bad with, it's the dentist I struggle with. If you've got a fear of dentists, I'm sorry. When I was about 8 years old, I had to have 2 fillings, which for 8 years old is very young to have them. Now, normally they would do the checkup first and then do the filling like a week later or whatever it is. This time they actually did it like on the day, which is probably not a bad thing if you've got a fear. But I actually didn't mind the dentist until this point, mainly because I've got stickers at the end. But they did 2 fillings, right, and I screamed and sobbed. I was only very young. And ever since then, I've been terrified of them. And I've had fillings since then, and they've never hurt that badly since then. But I think in my mind, because I screamed at that point, I always think now they're always going to hurt that bad. But they never have done. But my last dentist, this is a bit of a story time. My last dentist appointment was, I broke my tooth a couple of years ago. I think the year before COVID. And I'd gone to the dentist and they'd done a checkup on that tooth I broke. And then they said, it's broken, come back in a week or whatever, and then we'll fix that tooth. And it was cracked, it needed filling and stuff. We'll fix that tooth and then do a standard checkup. So that's fine. Now, I went back in a couple of weeks and there was a different dentist. Now, because I'm autistic, I need routine. And he threw the routine completely. Said, right, we're not going to fix it, we're going to do an x-ray on both teeth and then that's it. Now, the x-ray did not hurt or anything. But I had a full-on panic attack because it was it was a change in routine for me. Now, Courtney was there. And I sobbed and everything. And all the dentist said to me was, there's not a reason to be crying. So they did the checkup and everything. The x-ray. We then go out to the receptionist area. And I was still sobbing by this point. Like, hyperventilating. And all I get from the receptionist was, can you sign this paper? Not, are you okay or anything? I mean, I was fine. But I had to have, I can't remember what it's called. There's a medication that calms you down. I think I was meant to have counselling for the dentist because the doctor did diagnose me with dental phobia, but COVID came around. So, yeah. So, doctors I'm fine with. I mean, needles I'm fine with because I've got tattoos and everything, and doctor's needles fine. It's needles in the mouth I don't like. Right, Sam asks, sorry that took so long by the way. What's one hobby you want to pick up? See, the thing is, I don't tend to try and pick up hobbies because I tend to start things and never finish them. I'm looking into like shifting realities in a minute, so like lucid dreaming. If you guys know anything about that, I am looking into that in a minute, but that's pretty much about it. Right, Holly.Greenfield asks, how did you find school growing up? Primary school wasn't great, high school was fine. With primary school, I don't know what it was. I mean, this could be down to the autism thing. My teachers were not very good. Like, I had a Senko teacher, which is, I can't remember what it stands for, but Senko basically is the teacher who specifies in helping neurodivergent children. But she was also my year 3, year 4 teacher. I think she wanted the title of Senko. She didn't really care about me in that sense. High school was okay because I was put into the nurture group at high school. And there was only a class of like me and like maybe, a maximum class of like 14 kids. So it was easy to bond with them, it was easy to talk to them, and I was a lot less lonely at high school, so that's fine. So the work was hard, I got to take like year 10 and 11, but in terms of like, I'm not someone who's bothered about having close friends, and I'm still not now, I never was then. I mean, I cared about having friends when I was in primary school. But I never cared about having close friends or anything. But school is very lonely and boring if you haven't got at least one person to talk to. Okay, Isabel Harris asks, if you were to start another business, what would it be based around? So if anyone doesn't know, I have an Etsy shop. It's called Colourful by Emily. The link is in my TikTok bio. And I sell stickers. All the stickers on this laptop are what's currently on the shop. So you have Eeyore, Stitch, these Harry Potter ones are as a set. Piglet, Pooh, Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy. I don't know if you guys can see, they've all got unique patterns inside of them. That's how I'm able to do it, because the patterns I design. Like, you won't find these images on Google exactly as they are on here. So I sell them. If I could sell another business, Probably My Little Pony stuff, man. I don't know what I would do though. Right, I'm not gonna read this username because it's a bunch of emojis. It looks like a mushroom, a couple of question marks, and a cherry. Anyway. Anyway, they ask, who are your celebrity crushes? So, I came out as bisexual like just over a year ago, I think. I don't know the date. But I'd identified as straight for most of, well, pretty much all my life until then. So, my celebrity crushes. So, Niall, obviously. Well, not obvious, but you know. He's been a celebrity crush since I was like 12. Tom Holland, Emma Watson, Zendaya, the Little Mix trio. That's pretty much it. Right, Melts by Emily asks, we've had one for her before. What is your favourite thing about making TikTok videos? I guess I could put out a good message to people about autism and about... It's okay, I get judged all the time for liking My Little Pony because I'm 22 years old. Even though I keep telling people that there are people in their like 50s, 60s, without children bearing in mind, who like My Little Pony probably more than I do. And I've kind of put out a message that it's okay to like what you like and it doesn't matter. And it's just a cartoon at the end of the day. There's much worse things I could be into than My Little Pony. It's innocent. So that's probably my favourite thing, is putting out the good message and just telling people to, you know, be themselves. Okay, another one from Until the Fat Lady Sings. If you and Courtney move in together, where would your ideal place be? So Courtney's my boyfriend, fiance. Moving, I don't know. I see. We've not really got like a big dream, like house plan kind of thing. I think we're happy with just like, it'll more likely be like a 1 or 2 bedroom flat to begin with. I don't know, but it's not something I've ever really envisioned. I tend to not envision these kind of things because then if it doesn't happen, I don't get disappointed. Okay, another one from Isabel Harris. What is your dream life? What car would you be driving? Who would be your friends? What house would you live in? Okay, so I can't drive. Due to my anxiety, I don't want to. Corny can't because of his eyes. My dream life, 3 kids at max is what we would at the minute like. So car will not have. My friends. It's like I've said before, I'm not keen on having close friends because all close friends that I've had, they've pretty much ended up letting me down, so I just give up having them. And if I could pick a dream house, 3 bed, similar to what I live in now actually, 3 bedroom, 2-story. Well, another one from Isabel. What is your favourite hobby? Making TikToks, reading and writing fan fictions, even though I don't write them very often. That's about it. Another one from Until the Fat Lady Sings. If you could, what would you want to do social media as a full-time job? Things like TikTok is not my job. I do TikTok as a hobby. I don't work due to anxiety, which always gets judged on as well. Because I don't know if I'd want TikTok or YouTube as a job necessarily, because then it puts a pressure on me. Because then it comes like, I've got to post this, you know what I mean? I've got to post, I've got to film. Whereas doing it as a hobby, I could do it as my leisure. So I don't know, maybe in the future I get more comfortable, and because I don't have a set thing for TikTok, which is why my username is what it is. My username's ER_all_things_random. You know, I don't do makeup and dancing routines, and I don't have a set thing. So it's hard sometimes. I mean, sometimes I can think of like, 20 videos in a day. Others I've got nothing to film. What happened? Hang on, guys, I've lost the blooming video. Hang on, I'll try to find the question. Oh yeah, this is another one from Until the Fat Lady Sings. Would you and Corny ever get matching tattoos? If so, what would you think you'd get? Corny has 1 tattoo, I have 24. We would like matching tattoos, but we don't know what we'd get. We don't want the cliche, the ones you see all the time. I don't know, I think we have talked about it before. But I don't know what we'd get, to be honest. If you guys have got any ideas, then... Well, obviously, comments turned off on YouTube, but TikTok might be a good way to get them to me. Right, another one from Until the Fat Lady Sings. Can you drive? No. I cannot. I've got no plans to drive. It's not something I'm really interested in. Okay, and then from Curious Orange asks, if you lived in a skyscraper, what floor would you want to be on? The bottom floor. I don't like heights. Okay. Just bear with me a sec because I have more comments than that. Yeah, there should be 10 more comments, and I've only got up to... Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure out how to... Because it won't let me scroll down any further, and I know I've got more comments than this. Like, it's only showing me 20 comments, and I've got 30. So I don't know where to actually find the other 10. Jeez. That might have to be it for this, because like I said, I can't find. Yeah, guys, that's going to have to be it. There was other questions, but it's not letting me actually go to them. So I'll leave it at that. If I can find a way to find the other questions, then I'll probably do a part 2 for the rest of them.